welcome to today's review. Gareth Shaw here, PGA Professional, and today I've got a really cool training aid that's going to hopefully improve your game, improve your ball striking, and give you a greater understanding of your shot patterns and why that certain shot happens. This is the Divot board. This is just a really cool training aid. I saw this online, reached out to the manufacturers, and they kindly sent one for review. What I love about this is it understands and gives you instant feedback around your strike. Let's have a look at it first of all. So it's got some little indentations at the bottom, really nice and grippy, really nice and firm plastic feel. That'll go into turf, that'll go onto a driving range mat, but a thick one, so a thick artificial piece of grass as well, to enable you to understand your feedback. And to be honest, I've been having a few flicks with it in the house, just the carpet. It sits nicely on there as well. It's got a little loop here, so it sits on your golf bag really nicely. And also, the big pièce de résistance, should we say, is these little like sequins. So if anybody got children or seen those tops where they change colour when you move the sequins in a different direction, this is what happens with this. So that's what happens. So understanding your strikes, when you make impact with the golf shots, it will give you a pattern. And as you're seeing there, I'm just wiping it clean. And for a lot of golfers, they need to understand that the most important position in the golf swing is impact. It doesn't matter what you do up here, but as long as you can square that club at impact and make sure that club is square to your target, we're in business, we're happy days. But what I love about it just wipes clean like this. People are thinking, well, are they going to fly off these little sequins? No, because your club really just glides over the top of them. But also contacted the manufacturers and they said you can buy replacement pads here, so it lasts between 1,000 golf shots to 3,000 golf shots. So that's a lot of wear and tear on this mat, and I don't think you're going to be using that often. They are $49.99 to replace this. I think any PGA professional and coach out there, you're going to be using this a lot, so that's maybe something to consider. The price point on this is $139.99. So for me, for a recreational golfer, it's a really tricky one. I think if it was under the $100 mark, I'd say yes, definitely. But if you're a coach, I think it'd be really worth it because you'll use it with a lot of students. And something when I was coaching regularly, getting the player to understand their strike and where their strike was occurring and why it was happening was so important. But I love it for a feedback tool. It's a great instant feedback. Let's hit some golf shots now and let's see how this performs and ultimately how my strike is. I've intentionally not practiced this morning, so I've come straight out of the car, straight filming with you to see how my strike is without any warm-ups. Let's go and check it out. Okay, here's swinging. Let's get the glove on. I've just zapped the yardage to the practice flag just on the practice area at Newcastle Underline Golf Club. It's 160. So let's see how my strike is. So what you can do first of all is make sure the mat is pointing with the logo pointing down to your target line. Make sure the mat's in line with your target line as well. Just a little bit off, it's going to give you a little bit of duff feedback as well. So it's so important to get that mat square to your target. I'm square, that's square, right. Let's swing one away and see how my first strike of the day is. A little bit right to target, but what I do like is the feedback. So as you can see there, that's where the golf ball was sitting, and that's what we desire to do. We desire to take golf ball, then turf. A lot of amateur golfers misunderstanding is mud or ground first, then golf ball. No, it's golf ball, then turf. It's not bad. It's a little bit exiting left, so my club face was a tad closed there, and that might just be first swing of the day. Let's simply wipe that clean. That's awesome. That's one of my favourite things. My little boy's been playing with this, and that's all he's loved doing. Making those sequins go in one direction, then pushing them back. Let's have another go. The mat to target. And I love this feedback, so good. A little bit right to target. target, but again, better in terms of direction. You're aiming to get that golf ball through those gates, that club face to follow through that gate that's provided. You see a little bit better if I wipe away, between those two yellow lines. This is great fun. Okay, last one for you. Oh, best till last. Best till last. Like that one. Compress the ball better there. As you can see again, I've got golf ball. I've got my turf after my golf shot. Really happy with that strike. Ultimately, just to review and sum up today's video, I think it's so important, especially now as we can see going into the winter, the autumn months, that we look at our practice and the way we practice. And for you to get instant feedback on your ball striking is so important. You'll see that on the range, week in, week out at tour events, players will simply look at their divot patterns, how that strike is it deep, is it shallow, is it just right? And ultimately, where is that golf club face pointing? That's what we want to see, square to that target line, getting that ball starting on our desired target and hopefully giving ourselves better chances to score on the golf course. I think if you can understand that and understand your strike better through these winter months, you'll come out of into the new season a completely different and better golfer. My only negative would be the price point. I think it's a little bit high. I think it can come down a fraction, and that might just be because of, again, new to market brand, evolving, lots of setup costs to get this golf product on the market to $13,999, a little bit steep. If we can come down the $100 mark, I think that's a perfect price point for it. But I also do like that you buy it and then you can kind of replace the matting after your 1,000 to 3,000 hits. Every many you can get through there as well. So really positive, great piece of feedback. Thank you Divot Board for sending this through. Go and check them out at Divot Board on their social channels, Instagram, Facebook, and divotboard.com, as you'll see below. Thanks again everybody for watching, and we'll see you again soon.